And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. And he will crush your head, and you will strike his heel. In the past I covered the serpent seed. There is a serpent seed in the land, the Canaanites. For Satan beguiled Eve, and she laid with him, and Cain is his offspring. Not Abel, but Cain. Cain ate Abel, cannibal. These are what we know as Dracos, shapeshifters. So these are your kings and queens, your principalities, as in the prince of Egypt, the prince of Asia. And the children of Joshua and Jehudah were enslaved to these Egyptians, and we fell into captivity again under these powers. I found this today on YouTube. What it appears to be is a cross, but it's actually a pyramid, a deconstructed pyramid. And there goes the false prophet and his soldiers, the Knights Templars. There goes their so-called cross. In the reading of Revelation 9:7, the locusts. The locusts look like horses armed for battle. They have what look like golden crowns on their heads, the ruling powers. And their faces look like men's, because they're shapeshifters. Their hair was long like women's, and their teeth were those of lions. They wore breastplates and seemed to be of iron, and their wings were like an army of chariots rushing into battle. They had stinging tails like scorpions, and their power was to hurt. Given to them for 5 months was in their tails. Their king is the prince of the bottomless pit, whose name in Hebrew is Abaddon, and in the Greek, Apollyon, the destroyer. Gematria Pope, angel Abaddon. That is the God they gave to the world. Abaddon, the destroyer. Because it's not Jesus, it's Yahushua HaMashiach. So these are the ruling powers, the kings and queens, because they will wear crowns. Who wears crowns? The royal family and the Pope. There are those whose teeth are swords, whose fangs are knives, to devour the poor from the earth, the needy from among mankind. And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as teeth of lions. So these are your Dracos, the bloodline of the Anunnakis, the royal family, Rh negative blood type. In other words, reptilians. As you can see on the city of London, dragon worship. And above the Vatican, left-hand side, reptilians. Remember, it tells you that they wear crowns. All U.S. presidents minus one is related to the King of England, making them carriers of the Rh negative blood type. CIA chart, right above, Queen Elizabeth, shapeshifter. The Simpsons tell you because he himself is a Freemason. Both political sides are reptilians. So a lot of the videos that I will be sharing with you, I got from this page on YouTube. So you might want to go check it out. And I also explain how Putin will be invading America. And there you go, Putin, New World Order, worship Satan. Because I also will be including his video.
Was bred for this role that I fulfill. I was being abused and traumatized, and on purpose, for the mind control that they need someone to go through to do whatever they say.
She explained the importance of blood rituals.
What it's all about is that the blood and the menstrual blood contains something that is important for the propagation of this race that is controlling things on this planet.
She explained the infamous adrenochrome.
For it to be secreted in the blood is they need terrorization of their victims. They are killed at that moment as they are staring into their eyes.
She said when the royals and others smelled blood, they would shapeshift into reptilians.
When the victims are starting to be sacrificed, it's the scent of the blood. They start shapeshifting at that point in time. They can't hold their shape when this happens.
The human shape.
The human shape they cannot hold. They go back into reptilian shape as this is happening because it's a type of excitement of the kill. I have seen at rituals, I have seen George Bush. I have seen the two sons when they were young.
Are these the sons that have become governors?
Yes. One is in Florida and one is in Texas. Madeleine Albright. I have seen Henry Kissinger. I've seen the Queen Mother there, and I have seen Princess Margaret there. I've seen Charles there, and they shapeshift.
What have you seen the Queen or any of the royal family do in relation to that? Have you seen them sacrifice and consume human flesh?
I've seen all of them drink human blood and consume human flesh. There are certain times when there will have been someone doing a sacrifice and it's not happening fast enough for them. So they will step in and finish it themselves. These reptilians live hundreds of years, and so they have to have taken more than one human body to live in.
You were in a place and you saw somebody change their religion to another religion in the temple of that religion, and the father was the priest there. What would you think? And I don't do it through debates. I don't need to debate any Christian. I was a Christian. I am a Muslim. If you want, I can give you both sides. He will ask you if you delivered the message. I'll play both parts. I'll be the Christian and tell you this, then I'll be the Muslim and give the answer.
The president, we're very discreet, reptilian, cold-blooded. These are the races we have to win. We're very discreet, reptilian, cold-blooded. These are the races we have to win.
That he has undermined the integrity of our elections, what he has done. Again, the Russian interference being ignored by him. And third, he has violated his oath of office.
Extraordinary day, and I'm very thankful for our president. what he has done over his entire career, but in particular as it relates to these families and these individuals. This is just extraordinary. A president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances.
Say would rise to 105% of GDP over the next 10 years. 105% of GDP over the next 10 years.
In the case of Texas, it wouldn't even go away. It would come in, we thought it was gone, it would go back out, it would reload. This happened 3 different times, right? That was a record rate drop, that was a record water drop on a state, and it wasn't even close. And shortly thereafter, we dealt with the threat of another hurricane and then destructive wildfires along the west coast in California. Christianity are the biggest things missing from this country, and I truly believe that we need to bring them back, and we have to bring them back fast. I think it's one of the biggest problems we have. That's why our country is going haywire. We've lost religion in our country. All Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many. It's my favorite book. It's a lot of people's favorite book. This Bible is a reminder that the biggest thing we have to bring back America and to make America great again is our religion. Religion is so important. It's so missing, but it's going to come back, and it's going to come back strong, just like our country is going to come back strong. In the end, we do not answer to bureaucrats in Washington. We answer to God in heaven. Christians are under siege. We must protect content that is pro-God. We love God, and we have to protect anything that is pro-God. We must defend God in the public square and not allow the media or the left-wing groups to silence, censor, or discriminate against us. We have to bring Christianity back into our lives and back into what will be again a great nation. Our founding fathers did a tremendous thing when they built America on Judeo-Christian values. Now that foundation is under attack, perhaps as never before. What can we do? Stand up, speak out, and pray that God will bless America again. I have to be vigilant. So here it is, the snake. It's called the snake. On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty-colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. "Poor thing," she cried, "I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you." The border. "Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and as soon as she arrived, she found that pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. "Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed that vicious snake. She clutched him to her bosom. "You're so beautiful," she cried. "But if I hadn't brought you in by now, oh heavens, you would have died." She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed him and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, that snake gave her a vicious bite. "Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. "I have saved you," cried the woman, "and you've bitten me, heavens, why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die." "Oh, shut up, silly woman," said the reptile with a grin. "You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in."